She's a wife, she's a daughter, she's an entrepreneur. I'm a social worker. Okay, and I'm an SG Row.
You are the first SG Row interviewee on the show. Look, that alone. Put one together for the crew. Very soon we are going to see the king. See, you know what? It's all good. You ain't gonna sing along with me. Where my
I'm just waiting for you to get your energy all the way together. Hello.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy, Mr. Orlin, the Faith, Fitness, and Flow podcast, and that's your girl,
Mr. Yes. How are
y'all
you?
already know, y'all. It is week 42, and not only is it week 42, Miss Say Yes, it is. Hold on, let me get it right for all of those that is looking on the visuals. Episode 30. Y'all put your hands together. Thank you to each and every person that is tuned in from day one. If you've been a day oneer, we want to thank y'all right now for tuning in to the Faith, Fitness, and Flow podcast. This keeps dropping out of my ear, so I'm gonna just do it like this, y'all. And for those that are new, if this is your first time here in the Faith, Fitness, and Flow podcast, woo! Miss Say Yes, we've done our job. The marketing, the promos, all of that. It got to a new person, and we're super excited to have you here right now. And matter of fact, what we want to do is we got to pay some bills right quick, so we'll be right back. The Faith, Fitness, and Flow podcast is sponsored by Hard Pop Cafe and Lounge. Today is the perfect day to indulge in the Hard Pop experience. Fresh kettle and movie butter popcorn on demand, and if you're vegan, they have vegan-friendly options as well. Get 50% off all online orders over $20. Use promo code NOW. Also, get $2 off the popular Cajun Bayou Pop. Use promo code CRABBOIL. Hard Pop Cafe can even help get your fundraisings popping. You know, they offer shared nights and earn 50% profit. Yes, that's right. Fresh made to order popcorn, sweets, and savory. Hard Pop Cafe has you covered. Dine in, curbside pickup, and now shipping. Make sure you follow Hard Pop on Instagram at hardpopcafe_1. Website hard-pop-cafe.square.site. Hours of operation, Sundays 2 to 7 p.m., Tuesdays and Thursdays 6 to 9 p.m., and Fridays 6 to 10 p.m. And oh yeah, my personal favorite item is this here, the Wakanda fully loaded funnel cake. Hey! Hey, Miss A.S., we paying bills. We sponsored, yo.
Yes.
Like week 42, not just week 42, we was doing a week by week, but now the Faith, Fitness, and Flow podcast is officially sponsored by Hard Pop Cafe. Y'all see it, and anybody else, listen, sponsors, matter of fact, hold on, where my notebook at, Miss A.S.? I was just, before we get into the day, and before I ask you how you doing, because that's what the people really come here for, I was doing it's called a podcast challenge, how to launch a podcast. Shout out to Sleepers for Suckers, David Shands. But he was mentioning some stuff about podcasts, right? And he said that, let me get it right, where is it? Podcasts, where is it at? The ad dollars. Okay, the ad dollars for podcasts. Usually they will pour their money into radio, right? But now they say by 2023, podcast ad trends are gonna be at $1.5 billion.
That's awesome.
That's what it be.
That's awesome.
Yo, that's beyond awesome. So y'all, and they also say one last thing for all of those people that are kind of thinking about, you've been listening, you got a business, 50, where is it 50, let me get my numbers right. They said, okay, I didn't put the numbers down, sorry y'all. But they said that people are more liable to purchase, pod listeners purchase from brands that advertise on podcasts. So if you have a brand, if you have a business, if you have anything, you want to make certain, don't let Hard Pop take all of it because they fool. So some people want to dress up. You might have whatever you got going on. Let's come on. we got some spaces for you right here, Faith, Fitness, and Flow podcast. So, Miss Say Yes.
Yes.
Yes. How you doing, girl? Like, what's okay? Last week we had a challenge. I asked us to smile at least 10 times daily.
Yes.
How did you do?
I did good up until I think Sunday. I had a couple of not so smiley moments, but during the week I had a really good week. I had an amazing time. So yeah, my week was good. I did pretty well with the smile challenge.
Okay. Look, I know you was talking about I smile all the time. This is super easy for me.
I do smile. I have my moments though, especially, depending on life happens to all of us, with our families and just personal things that might go on throughout your day. So I do have those moments where I'm not smiling and I'm not so joyful. So I allow myself to feel it and have those moments. And those that are in my circle know that. And then I come back to this because this is me. I am, for the most part, a joyful, bubbly person, but I do have my moments.
You gotta give a round of applause when they talking about just being a bubbly person, y'all. Be a bubbly person. Like this week, I ain't gonna lie, it may rub some toes because y'all see it. Week 42, Miss Say Yes. We gonna talk about he has a point to prove. He has a point to prove. I saw this one on IG actually, and this came across while I was doing my smiling. I found myself on IG, and I literally was about to tune off because I was like, yo, I'm not getting enough smiling in right now. It was too much going on social media last week for me, and just a lot going. And right when I almost logged off, we were able to get this topic from today. So shout out to I should have wrote this. I'll put it in there, the visuals. I think it's like Mathew. Let me see. I took a screenshot of it, Miss Say Yes. I'm gonna see if I can find Buddy name. But I'll do it when I get to my report. So he'll do that one. But that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna talk about he has a point to prove. I'm gonna give y'all some tips. Y'all may agree, you may not agree, but I guarantee you're gonna look at things a lot different this week, Miss Say Yes. Yourself, all of our listeners worldwide. Shout out to all of the East Coast and the West Coast listeners that's been tuning in. We actually got a couple from outside of the country too, so thank y'all. And Miss Say Yes, you got this fitness report. You sent me an article. Can you give us a quick overview of what we're talking about for the fitness report?
Yes, I sent you a link. I'm going to talk about an article that came from the Pupper Mob, and it's the positive effects of looking good at the gym. So, when you look good, you feel a little bit more motivated, So, I'm going to discuss the reasons why it's important to look good, even when you're working out.
Y'all know what? I gotta do it. I gotta do it because she said when you look good, you feel good. And sometimes when the feel good around you feels good, it just makes you feel good. Y'all know it, honey. I just had to do it one time for the 100.
Like that. Okay.
Hey, man. Sometimes when you look good, you feel good. And we also got some Black Girl Magic today. Y'all said that y'all been needing to hear the flow, so this was your first interview that you doing today.
I did part of the interview. You did what Mr. All In did. He let me talk a little bit, y'all, with the questions. But he had to jump in the beginning, jump in the end, hold his finger up a couple of times. So
I gotta ask, cause
yes, I did an interview with
fitnessandflow.com. Save it into the browser so that way the RSS feed, it'll upload every week. Every week. Yo, you podcast listeners. I heard that y'all on average listen to podcasts 1 hour every day.
Yeah.
So Miss Say Yes.
Yes.
We gotta start pumping out a little bit more Look, we got them old ones, so we're gonna start pushing them back so y'all can listen to them again because we only take up about an hour of your day anyways.
Absolutely.
And this episode 30, week 42, that means you only got 10 weeks left. We got 10 weeks, and on my training today, I asked him, I said, yo, what do I need to do? And they said, Mr. Orlin, get excited. Podcasting right now is like Bitcoin in 2009. It's gonna be up, it's gonna be down. But we just said the money pouring in, and he has a point to prove. So before we get into today's topic, Miss Say Yes, I gotta ask though, right?
Yes.
Cause y'all know I be on Instagram, right? And
Uh-huh.
you had this post, Miss Sayas.
Okay.
You were pointing at like areas of your body, talking about, when you get this 4-pack, it's on.
Uh-huh.
And we talked about doing this live training for your group, for your crew. We could do it. And I ain't got no responses yet. And I'm feeling some type of way about you talking about a 4-pack and you ain't hollering at your boy.
Yes. So here's the thing. So my weekends for the rest of forever are jam packed. So I cannot commit to it like Saturdays or anything like Sundays. I just can't right now. So I can commit to something during the week, maybe the evening. I am going to get that 4-pack. I am inspired. I see so many people with stomach goals, and I have a nice figure. You know what I'm saying? So I embrace my figure, but I want to look even better. I want my 4-pack. I'm really rooting for me and my 4-pack that I'm going to earn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look, I ain't mad at it.
Crop tops all the time, sweaters, all of it.
Okay, look, I just had to ask. I felt some type of way. I know our listeners felt some type of way, and I knew people. They might see you talking about 4 people. She ain't hollered at Mr. All. What's going on? So I just felt some type of way.
No, I want to work out. So here's the thing. I've been very honest. If you go back and listen to former or previous podcasts that we've recorded, I do not have a workout routine. I do what I want to do when I want to do it, which means I'll do some yoga when I want to do it. And the only thing that I am completely committed to is, as you all know, because I am a toy poodle mom, I walk my little buddy, is what I call him. I walk him every day 2 to 3 times a day. So that is like our exercise moment together. And then, I do the stairs and things like that. However, I do not have a trainer, and I am not on this whole fitness guru, stuff that you are on and that you are educated in. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just being honest that, for me, I can switch up my diet though. Like I will switch up the diet. If you tell me to take something out of my diet, I don't eat beef or pork. I don't eat avocado. Like there's some things that's just not in my diet. So I think that with
all you gotta do is say yes.
I figure now.
Just let Mr. All In put together the workout plans for you. All you gotta do is
my figure is a part of Jesus and good genes, as well as a lot of water intake and a lot of, I don't eat beef or pork and things like that. So that is contributing to the fineness that is my body currently. However, I want to be finer, the finest. And I would like to have that 4-pack, I don't know, I'm gonna set a goal for it, and I will do some virtual training. So it's coming, and you guys just be on the lookout.
Hey y'all, we just gonna say, you just gotta say yes. The Flowetry said it best, and you embraced it. Just say yes.
The week. I cannot commit to
do the rest
right now.
Do the rest.
But
all right, for everybody else that's listening, y'all need a trainer. Y'all need a virtual trainer. You need a traveling
trainer.
He's
the best.
You just need
I never did say that he's not the best. If you need some fitness, he's your guy. So I said I will commit to a virtual workout during the week.
Okay, y'all heard it. We're gonna go live so that people know you're doing it. All right, y'all heard it here first. Listen, y'all tune in, man. I'm gonna let y'all know we going live. Y'all come work out with us. Faith, Fitness, and Flow Pod. How many, this podcast thing is so new. How many podcasts can you say, yo, I actually work out with my favorite podcast hosts? So y'all leave us a comment right there. If y'all actually want to come and join us and work out on us, I might just, Miss Say Yes.
Yes.
You're going to have to write this down because I'm talking off the top of it. I'm just excited, right? But I just might do a live workout during Bible study. That's on Wednesday, every Wednesday. We've been doing it at 7 and 8. I got to look at my calendar, y'all. I got some things going on, but y'all make sure y'all look at the IG. We are going live with Bible study this Wednesday. Part two. If y'all missed it last week, we're talking about the church is broken, but that's on Wednesday. I think we're doing it on IG. I'm doing it on IG. So follow All In Fitness All in Fitness, ALLN Fitness, and y'all can make certain y'all see everything that I got going on, the points that I'm trying to prove to y'all of why we're doing what we're doing now, so that way in your 60s, 70s, 80s plus, you can live and not just survive. We don't want you surviving, trying to, get on my bed, my neck, my back, all of this start hurting. Nah, man, we want you to be able to get up out of that bed at 60, 70 like you did when you was in your 20s and your 30s. What's good, y'all? Thank you for listening and or watching the Faith, Fitness, and Flow podcast. Listen, I know this is different, but we're getting ready to go into the interview portion, and Miss Self did something that has never happened on the podcast before, so I need you to make certain you listen to the whole podcast, not some of it, not part of it, because you're going to miss it. All right, she's dropping some jewels. We're about to go into this interview with Miss Self, so let's go.
Can you see my sign behind me?
Yes.
What does that mean to you? Do you feel that sometimes God tells people to flip tables? I'm just curious.
Yes. Because sometimes you got to go in. When God say come in and he wants you to come in and flip them tables, sometimes he got to shake things up. So that's kind of how I take that interpretation.
Come and shake things up.
That's right.
That's what we got going for our podcast, our interviewer today. We shaking things up with Miss Jonika Self. And y'all, I heard that she's a bad poodle, and y'all better watch yourselves. So, hey, before how we like to do things, first and foremost, Miss Self, welcome to the Faith, Fitness, and Flow podcast.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
How about you? Tell the people, introduce yourself. See, because Miss AS knows I will butcher somebody's intro, so I don't like to do that. You ain't about to yell at me and have all of your stands being mad at us. So tell us about, who is Miss Jonika Self?
Sure. So Miss Jonika Self, number one, she's a child of God, okay? And then we got to break it on down. So she's a wife, she's a daughter, she's an entrepreneur. And then, of course, I got to talk about my trade. I'm a social worker. And then, of course, I got to recognize those poodles, okay? And I'm an SG bro.
Go ahead. Listen.
And then, of course, friend, sister, and, everything else in between. But that is who Jonika Self is.
Wow. Well, I must say, I am totally excited. You are, you are the first SG Row interviewee on the show. Look, that alone. You want to tell us cool. So, Miss AS.
Mm-hmm.
I know you want to jump into this interview,
I'm just waiting for you to be quiet.
Well, before I be quiet, Miss Self, I want to first thank you, because y'all, listen, Miss AS, y'all, I put her through the ringer,
I give him a hard time.
Listen, I put her through the ringer the last couple days because we had talked about, I should say your name, but I'm not. Just know it's my man's. But anywho, we had an interview guest set up, and they dropped the ball. And me and Miss AS was doing our walkthrough, and she reminded me, and I was like, oh, my bad. So I threw it back at her at the last minute, and she was like, look, I got it. So Miss Self, you came through in the clutch in the last minute, so I know you're a little bit nervous. So look, the dog ain't gonna, hey y'all, listen, I know right now, somebody said, oh no. She just stepped in. He's about to eat her alive. No, I'm not. I'm gentle. Me and Miss Self talk. And guess what? I'm gonna do something that I don't do. And Miss AS, I want to watch we want to hear your interviewing skills. And don't be nice on her. Just because that's your friend and everything. And the poodles, I heard you gotta be nice to them, right? So
I own a toy poodle, so I love all poodles.
I love the poodles too, y'all. Shout out to the poodles.
I love the poodles, and Miss Jonika knows where she stands in my life. Love you to pieces.
And make certain all the poodles listen to this. Man, poodles stand up right now. All of y'all in the replay game, drop those poodles. Make them walk in the comment section.
They hold a special place in my heart. Very, very loyal, very loving. What is your superpower? What would you say your superpower is?
So I would say my superpower is empathy because I
Mm,
love to empathize with people, especially, in today's time, with COVID being very near and dear to many of us and the challenges that has definitely have caused. I love to just being there in that moment, being able to understand what people are going through and just trying to, find that happy place for them, making them smile because that's what we need to get back to, that happy place for everybody.
absolutely. I love to hear it. So, what accomplishments in your life would you say, whether it's business, whether it's being a social worker, as we know, you are that chick, um, would have failed if you didn't put the work in?
I'll be honest, if I did not put in the work, but first and foremost, have that faith from God, I would not be where I'm at today, honestly. I will tell you guys one thing about me when I set anything like goal related, I have to pray first. Pray over the process. And my father used to always teach me, a goal without a plan is just a wish. So I always keep that little tad bit in the back of my head, praying over the process. And that is really what has gotten me here today in terms of being this entrepreneur, social worker, and then all the other great things that are happening in my life.
Absolutely. Prayer is truly essential through any process, as we know.
Yes, ma'am.
God first and everything else is last. So what advice
Hold up.
do you
Wait a minute. Y'all see me lean. For those that's on the podcast, I leaned in. I leaned in, hoping they would see me. I ain't raised my hand. And they say it's gonna be like it when I be doing that. But I gotta hold on. For my people that's driving, they was trying to write that part down because you just dropped a jewel. I wrote it down. You said pray over the process. Like
Yes.
that right there, break that down a little bit for us. Like, can you go like maybe give us a little bit of the process, or like maybe give us that.
Sure, I'll break it down. So, just to kind of give you an idea, before I write down my goals, I literally have to write a prayer. Dear God, if this is in your will and your way, allow this to manifest. I write down my goals and then I say amen. Okay?
Yeah.
And I will continue to pray through that process. It's not going to be easy. You are going to have those good days and those bad days, but you continue to lift your head held high, and move forward.
I love it. So would you like for me to continue or are you going to come back? Because I would like
church over here. Look, let me have church, okay? I actually went to church today, so let me have church, okay?
Absolutely.
Amen.
Thank you for those beautiful gems that you dropped. So I know that you are the fabulous CEO and girl boss of J Self Cosmetics, in which I had the pleasure of being a brand ambassador for when I was in North Carolina. And I will say I had a blast with it. A lot of fun with you. We got even closer. So, what advice would you give anybody starting a business?
Sure. So, the first advice I would tell anybody is take that leap of faith. Okay. A lot of times people are nervous, they're scared, and I'm probably going to shake up a little bit of the table a little bit, but as African Americans, we're not taught how to run a business. Okay. And one of the things is challenging because we're scared of the unknown. Let's be honest. But if we can just get over that hump, research, educate yourself, learning the tips and tricks about your business, you are going to, succeed. I will say, with any business, it's going to fail. The first time it's going to fail. Why? Because if you do not understand the logic and the background of it, it's going to happen. But guess what? It's okay because you pick up those pieces and you keep moving. So any advice I would tell anybody, if it's truly your passion and this is truly something that you want to do, then go ahead, take that leap of faith, and again, pray through the process, and you're going to make it happen.
Absolutely. I love to hear it. So how do you keep this energy going? We know that Mr. All In, put your finger down. It's big on put your finger down. It's big on fitness. So what is something that you do to keep this beautiful God-given energy that you have today?
Sure. So a lot of times what I love to do is like to take an hour, to work out. Sometimes you got to, cleanse your mind. It's so much going on if it's work related, if you are a parent, taking care of loved ones, just, so much is going on right now. And just taking that hour for self-care is so important. And for myself, I take that hour, I go to the gym, just work out, come back, and I'm better. So I would definitely, tell any and everybody, utilize that self-care, work out, get that energy going, and you're gonna feel good.
Absolutely. Put that energy back into your body, your fitness, and your self-care. I'm the queen of self-care.
Yes, ma'am.
You know me. I'm
Don't
like,
do that now.
I'm hopping on a plane. I need to see something different. I'm going to, I'm the queen of it.
Yes, ma'am. I love it, boy. She be taking trips. I'm like, dang, I need to, step my little game up.
This one too takes a lot of trips, though. He be on his trip taking tip as well.
Taking trips, right? So I want to go back. We're talking about businesses. As business people, I saw something on the internet, right? They was like, you still got that little job? And somebody was like, you still got that little business? And they was like, oh, you still got that little job where you got to ask the person to take time off? And the reason I can travel and the reason that people choose to be entrepreneurs is because they can travel. But you made a point. You were like, we're not taught to run a business, right? So that means we can't even get to that point to be able to travel and have all these wonderful things that we're discussing. So I know we're praying over the process. We're not taught to run a business. So how can we learn if we're not taught? Like, are there some resources, or what do you say to that person that is saying, we ain't taught it, so what's up?
Mr. Allen, I'm so glad you said that, because another big key piece that I will definitely tell people is if, connect with a mentor. Okay. And I need for mentors to please allow these mentees to learn from you. One of the things that I'm so grateful about, and hands down, I have to shout out Edwina that's in Raleigh, North Carolina. She's a makeup artist. And before I launched my business, I used to go in her shop. She used to, give me tips, whatever the case may need it to be. She helped me out and gave me the jewels. And I will tell you that so many people, I don't understand why they frown upon, mentorship. Just because you have perfected your craft, it does not mean that the next person can't do the same thing. What you do and what they do is going to be two totally different things, So I think that honestly, if we could just take it back a notch and allow those relationships to develop of, those mentorships, to allow the mentee to understand that process, because that's maybe what they're lacking. Give them that. And that can definitely, allow them to continue forward in their journey.
She talking about. I had to. Come on now.
I love it. Amazing. How can we support you in your business?
Sure. So you guys definitely can support me. I'm on all social media platforms. So my website is www.jselfcosmetics.com. I'm on Facebook, Instagram at jselfcosmetics.com. I will say that everybody listening to this podcast today, if you go onto the website and get you some makeup, and of course, I had to, show my little product. So palettes. Okay, let's tap into some of these colors. Okay, gotta get into it. And so, this is just a little bit, but I have a makeup therapy palette. I have lipstick, lip gloss, eyelashes, lip liner, you name it. But if you go on the website today, you will get 25% off your entire order if you use the code BABE.
Come on now.
And so I will say all of the proceeds that are utilized in that discount, I'm gonna bring it back to you guys. So you got to tell your listeners, go ahead and shop, and all the discounts will be sent to you guys, because I want to thank you guys so much for this opportunity.
Blessing. Hold on, let me applaud for that. Man, bless up on that one. Listen, y'all. Only on the Faith, Fitness, and Flow podcast. Y'all better make certain that y'all check us out, and y'all check out my girl, Miss Self. Please give them that URL, that give them the website again, and give them the web and your social media one more time.
Sure. So the website is www.jselfcosmetics.com. And you can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram at jselfcosmetics.com. Oh, we can't forget about TikTok.
And the TikTok, y'all doing me a little TikTok. Y'all get ready.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put them somewhere on the screen, y'all, so the YouTubers, y'all watch that one. But please make certain y'all go to her page right now. If y'all on Instagram, hit that like, hit the subscribe button right now, and share something. I know she got some good content. And while you're there, the most important thing, go on that website and buy, y'all. Please. Go ahead.
Okay.
Y'all see that?
We got to support each other. And see, this is what I'm talking about. Just like today, I'm telling you guys to get a discount, and whatever the discount proceeds, I'm giving it back. That's what it's all about. People got to understand. We got to start somewhere. Okay?
God. Come on. She setting a new standard on the thing. Podcast, y'all. We about to be like Oprah and had a Midas touch. Y'all come on. Y'all entrepreneurs out there. Y'all tell us what Faith did for y'all. You know what I'm saying? We pray over the process with Miss Self right here. Y'all heard it. And this is just week 42. This is just the interview. Listen, y'all. It only gets bigger. It only gets better. Miss Say Yes. Yo, y'all give Miss Say Yes a round of applause with her interviewing skills. Yo, that was dope. Hold up, my bad. It didn't work.
Did I get a chance to say a lot? Did I even get a chance to say anything?
My bad.
Did I get a chance to say anything? Really?
What you mean? You see how she doing me?
I'm just playing. Thank you for the love. I just always have to give him a hard time because he always gives me a hard time.
Yes, as you should. So look, this poodle will sign off and say, give him a hard time, okay?
Man, it's all good, man. We all need somebody. We thank you again, Miss Self, for joining us. All the audience, all the listeners, we thank you for that discount also that you're giving us to us. And just pray over the process. I love it. And I wrote one more thing down. You said, let them learn from you.
Yes.
Blessing. That spoke to my heart right there, that let them learn from you. I just want to ask, if God asks us to do a whole week on that and make that a week, just know you planted that seed. So thank you again for everything. I know you got a lot that you got to do today, but again, it's a Faith, Fitness, and Flow podcast, and we thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
So Miss Say Yes.
Yes.
I got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Does God have a point, be honest.
Okay.
Does God have a point to prove to his enemies from your point of view?
No.
No? Not at all?
No.
Okay.
He's gonna do exactly what he says he's gonna do. No point to prove. It is what it is.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. What about y'all? Listen, do y'all feel that God has a point to prove to his enemies? I'm actually asking you. I want you to talk back to us right now. Type it in the comments if you're watching this. If it's on YouTube, let us know. Because the main point that I want to bring to y'all, I disagree. I think the point is that you, the enemy, can't win. I think that's number one. Why I say that God has a point to prove is to prove to the enemy that he can't win. Like, I almost wore it, I got a different shirt that says Extreme Execution. Shout out to E.T., Eric Thomas, everything they got going on. But it says Extreme Execution. And I believe that God will do some very extreme things to prove his point. But he expects us to hold on. The word says that if you have faith the size of a mustard seed, that's the minimum requirement. Mustard seed, right? So he gave us is if you got the faith of a mustard seed, you can tell the mountain to move from here to there. You can tell the enemy to get thee out of my way.
But is it proving a point, or is it you just kind of reaping what you sow? Like it's
No.
already
I think it's great question. I think
right.
it's proving the point because God is using us as the vessel. He's using Miss Say Yes. He's using Mr. All In, right? Okay, let me bring it to my chair, okay? Because I'm often pointing it to everybody else, making y'all sit in it, but me. He's using me to prove a point. For example, y'all know I used to work for Florida Agricultural Mechanical University, the greatest HBCU with the baddest band in the land.
Yes.
Just in case y'all didn't know what I was talking about, right? But y'all also know, if you've been following, that I no longer work there, right? That's my goal. I love FAMU. Like, on any rattler says if they have the opportunity to be able to come back and teach or come back and give or do anything at FAMU, they would do it. Shout out to Roy Woods, who's going to be the commencement speaker for Friday, right before it's coming up. The graduate correspondent. If y'all don't know Roy Woods, follow us. I'm trying to get Roy Woods follows Faith Fitness Flow podcast. We're doing all of that. But anywho, okay, sorry. That was on my notes. You know I got to stay here.
Right.
So God is using us as the vessel. So he took me away from FAMU, right? He said, I don't want you at FAM. Me and my flesh, I'm like, man, what you mean? I love FAM. I got to be at FAM. The world's over. He has a point to prove. What the point is, I don't know, Miss Say Yes. I'm still trying to figure that out right now. But he has a point to prove to the enemy that he can't win. Most people, if they were, let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100, y'all. Your job right now, if you're working your dream job, if you're in school pursuing the degree that you want to pursue, if it was taken from you, would you be 100% happy right now?
I have other talents. I do a lot.
Okay.
So,
okay.
I actually like my career choice in this moment. I'm 5 years invested. It has been good to me. Shouts out to all the research babes out there. Clinical research. I love it. I had to learn to love it though, because I had a lot of things happen throughout my journey. It wasn't easy. I would be sad, yeah, because I've moved twice for positions. I've been very dedicated. You know what I'm saying? I networked and networked and networked and networked some more. So it will feel like a piece of me is like, oh my goodness, because I have invested so much into having my state of comfortable life, I guess, within it. You know, I'm thankful. I love my team. I love all of that right now. So I would definitely feel sad for a bit, but God gave me other talents. So I will just have to use those other talents to always be okay. You know what I mean? But yeah, I would definitely feel in this moment, I would feel sad for sure. Yeah.
Okay. And it's levels to this, right? So the point, again, I believe, number one, that he has a point to prove, and that point is you can't win. So most people, I gotta go there. Again, y'all want to know what's going on with Mr. All In? Listen to the Faith, Fitness, and Flow podcast. Don't see me at the popcorn shop and then try to press me and act like you're going to get everything at the popcorn shop. You're not. That's our sponsor. Like, I'm sitting there trying to make certain everybody is happy and healthy and everything, right? So, Mr. All In goes out and about every now and then, right?
Yes.
So, I'm going to just keep it 1,000, right? They trying to take your boy out, y'all. Like, they I don't know what it is, who I done pissed off, I don't know. But the enemy is at it, right? So I was at the popcorn shop. These dudes walked in that I know, they said, what's up to me? I was like, what's up? I ain't talked to them in a very long time. Like, long time. Long time. At least a year, right? That I've actually had a conversation. So I'm sitting there, I'm getting the footage that we used earlier that y'all saw earlier today. I was shooting that footage for us, right? And next thing you know, one of the guys just randomly was like, started asking me questions about my personal life.
Right.
And I got to thinking like, I saw this post that said, people ask you what you do so they can know what level of respect to give you.
Right.
These people have been at my neck. They're expecting for me to fail. They're expecting that they won. Like, we know he's not at fam anymore. He's not gonna smile again. But guess what? God has a point to prove. So he will allow certain situations to happen so that way he can prove a point. And that number one point is he has, is that you can't win. No matter what you're throwing at him, you can't win. Mark 9:23 says, Jesus said to him, if you can believe, ? All things are possible for one who believes.
Right.
Miss A.S., I read that wrong at first. And I think I've been reading it wrong for years.
Okay.
I used to, because we were having this conversation the other day when I was like, perception, how people see things. And I was like, remember I said, when I go into the show, you'll hear it more. So I used to read this, if you can believe, all things are possible. I read it that way. But there's clearly a question mark that says, if you can believe, pause, stop right there. That's what we got to do is believe. So he has a point to prove. So, all right, let me ask you another question. Got another question, all right?
Yeah.
What are you believing right now?
What am I believing right now? That everything's gonna be okay. No matter what, everything is gonna be okay. I have enough faith in knowing that my blessings come from God, not a position, not people. It comes ultimately from God. So I am believing and having faith that everything, no matter what, will be okay and will work out for my good.
Okay, everything is gonna be okay. That is where you're at right now, is that everything is gonna be okay. So that means you get that text message from somebody just wanting to bring down your day, everything is gonna be okay. That means if you get that phone call and somebody just start going left, it's gonna be okay. So that's kind of where you're at. That no matter.
I'm still working on those two things you just said, because sometimes, being a little transparent, text messages or phone calls can kind of throw you off, and it will have you feeling some type of way. So I'm still working on that. You know, she hasn't perfected that yet, but I am believing that it'll overall be okay.
Okay. So I asked you, and I asked the audience, does he have a point to prove? Jeremiah 29:11 says, for I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future. Extreme execution is God's MO.
Yeah.
I want y'all to look at Job. The man was blessed and he lost it all and got double. What are you believing in? Thank you. Is there a belief do you have a belief that is causing you to be mad at God? And I'm gonna say this another way, because maybe that didn't hit us right. What blessing are you over there mad at God for? Meaning, Miss Sayers.
I'm not mad at God.
No, not you. That's for us. That's us as a whole. I don't want you. She was like, hold up.
I'm not mad at God at all. I'm thankful.
She was about to say, hold up. No. Number two, he has a point to prove, right? What point to prove is that he understands. Hold on, let me say it now. Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans that I have for you. So the proof is, what do you believe? He has to prove to you that what you believe, he will do, because it says right here, for I know the plans that I have for you. So if you believe, that's why I asked you what you believe, right? If you believe that God is the Alpha and the Omega, if you believe that God is your provider, if you believe that all things work according to those who trust God,
right?
If you believe that he gave breath to the dead bones, if you have any of these beliefs, if you believe the size of a mustard seed, the point that he is trying to prove is that your belief system can happen. Because what it said, let me go back to my notes. I said in Mark 9:23, it said, if you can believe. And in Jeremiah 29:11, it says, for I know the plans that I have for you. Like that's getting me excited that he has a point to prove, that I got a plan for you.
Right.
Maybe that's how I should have said it, y'all. He has a plan for us, and he has to prove a point to the enemy, not to you, not to nobody else, because the enemy, for some odd reason, keeps thinking that he can win. All right, I got one more thing. Maybe I can change y'all mind just a little bit, or at least get y'all to think about it from just a slight change of heart. Hold on, let me see. I'm gonna switch up. Nope, that ain't the one. I got one more for you, Miss Say Yes. Where is, oh, I'm gonna have to go here. I'll go here. I wanna come close to the folk, y'all can hear me, right? Number 3. Does God have a point to prove, y'all? No, I'm gonna come here, Miss Say Yes. I wanna see your face when I say this one, because y'all gonna, y'all. Reason I say that God has a point to prove, or does God have a point to prove? The reason I say yes isn't necessarily because of something that you'll find in the Bible, like with Jeremiah 29:11, for I know the plans. My last reason that I say that God has a point to prove is that he don't like the mess that be going on. Like when people mess with you, I don't think God really likes when people mess with his anointed. Like if you look at Job, he ain't really like that. You look at Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, he had a point to prove with them. Y'all think y'all can throw them in the fiery furnace? Go ahead and throw them in there. I'm gonna come in and circle them and they ain't even gonna smell like fire, right? But Matthew 21:12-13 says, he already flipped the tables. My house shall be called the house of prayer, but ye have made it a house of thieves. Things around us are being built with the house of cards, y'all. Mm-hmm. Don't worry about it. Like things around us are literally being built on a house of cards. All it takes is, that's it. Just think about somebody walking up to you and your toupee come off.
That's not gonna end well.
Ladies, just imagine if I walked by you and said, and all your hair just flew off. Right?
That's not gonna end well.
That would not be cute. For me, for them, for those around, for those that had to see that, it's gonna be horrifying. And that's what I want y'all to know. It's gonna be horrifying to your enemies. It is going to be, they're going to tremble when you take the power this week and you just say, God, you have a point to prove. There are things that are going on in my life and you're using it to be a step up and to be a stepping stool so that way I can be elevated. So that way when I'm shining and my Shekinah glory is going, that the enemy's gotta look up and be like, dang, we thought we crushed him. Or her. So listen, he has a point to prove. 1, he's already flipped tables, okay? He don't want his house to be in a house of thieves. 2, he already has a plan for you. So if you thought 2 years ago, if you thought 18 months ago, if you thought 7 weeks ago, and had a clear vision of what God was gonna do for you in your life, Miss Say Yes, them numbers wasn't me. So somebody hit them, right? Don't let this go by, y'all. He got a point to prove and he's using you for it. And then last but not least, he's already lost. The enemy is fighting a game. He's standing there, and for those that like baseball, he's standing there at the mount and he's already been strucken out. 3 strikes, you're out of this thing. But he's still standing there with the bat in his hand, trying to make you think that he has a fighter's chance. But he don't, because y'all already won. And Miss Say Yes.
We live.
It don't get no liver than that. So before I get in this, so I'm gonna ask you one more time. Do you feel like, and this for everybody else, y'all can lean in. I'm asking Miss Say Yes, but everybody else can answer. Do y'all feel that God has a point to prove to his enemies? Or you still think no?
I still say no.
Okay, yeah, it's cool.
It's gonna be some stuff you're gonna see that's gonna make it hard to smile in the future.
It's gonna be some things. No, y'all go back and listen. Week 41, y'all go check that one out. But I was supposed to pray first and then go into this because my prayer actually was gonna open your minds up to, but I didn't do it. But it's all good. God know what he's doing. Let me find me a good little faith report one to do. Hold up, I'm gonna click this one here. I got a pink one. I don't know where it's at. Shout out to my bad. Hold up, let me come here. Shout out y'all for everybody that's watching the visuals, podcasters. Y'all are dope, man. Miss Say Yes. I checked the numbers before we got on here, and I know like this is like totally random, right? Y'all like, where is he going? Let Miss Say Yes do her thing. I gotta thank them though.
I'm letting you be you.
When I looked at the numbers though, Miss Say Yes, I don't know what it was. It had to be my Rattlers. It had to be the Rattlers and the orange and green that we did. But we crushed week 1 numbers last week. So thank y'all. Look, give me a high five, y'all. Give us a high five. Do my clap work. Yeah, man. Cause y'all they did their damn thing. So I had to
clap this high five.
Yeah, I had to clap and give them a high five. But the pink, for those who's wondering where we're going, not just because Miss Say Yes loves the pink. I was supposed to add this in earlier, and I totally forgot. But for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, like I'm so serious about just cancer as a whole. But as men wear pinks too. I went to the football game, I put on my pink, but we always support breast cancer awareness. I do walks, I do all those different things. And the least that we can do on the podcast is just switch it up, add pink, add some awareness to it. Miss Say Yes, as y'all can see, I know during the interview you had one thing and then you switched up for us with the backdrop and showed Miss Say Yes, I sent her a green screen, y'all. I'm telling her.
Backdrop. I'm allowed for this. This won't happen every podcast, but I did switch up my makeup a little bit in the podcast. My makeup artist is gonna kill me because I did pull my lashes off. So no lashes, but all cheeks still. And I did add like a little pink gloss. So when you go to watch the interview, I do have like a chocolate lip, and I added my earrings. So yeah, it's like
see,
I still got on my shirt.
We were supposed to premiere the backdrops together
a little bit. I said, let me take this chocolate lip off and give y'all just some gloss and take these lashes off because I was, your girl was beat. But I was like, I just wanted to take my lashes off. Still beautiful.
Listen, but next time though, we were supposed to, because now I look like I'm kind of whack, so I got to do this with y'all because I know some of y'all, and I gotta beat y'all to the comments when they be like, yo, Mr. Arlen, what's good, man? Hers is da 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 da. Look, we're supposed to do it together, and I wanted y'all to read my sign behind me, okay? So that's why I ain't set up my green screen, but we'll work this coordination thing out a little bit better next time.
We'll change the look, lashes off. Why not?
I honestly want to ask because usually when people just in the middle of changing scenes and they add a backdrop randomly, usually they moving and doing stuff. But I'm gonna leave you alone today. I'm gonna leave Georgia Peach alone. I'm gonna let you do what you do. Yeah, we're gonna do that one. Moving along, y'all.
I'll have an update for y'all with the next podcast.
Listen, before we get into this looking good while you're working out, I want you to make certain that you're looking good every day. And you can do that right now. If you go to bit.ly/allin, ALLN, capital S, shop. So bit.ly/allin shop. You can get that say yes and show up Vice Edition, or you can get the OG and you also can say less and learn more. Yo, that shirt right there is flying out. And for all of my Greeks, y'all ain't cocky, y'all confident. We got a color for your org. All of Divine 9. Make certain y'all shop with us right now. bit.ly/allin shop. Get you some swag right now so you can look good while you work out. So Miss Say Yes, I'm really excited to hear. I got to hear about this. Please bring it to me. Hold on. Let me get you right. Let me pull up your fitness report. Let me give you. Oh, let me give you a solo. And then.
Oh, beautiful. Come on. Hello, Mauve report.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Pink.
Hold up. Miss AS. We can't. Look, we all over the place today, y'all. My bad. But I ain't pray.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So.
And before we can do anything, I know I just felt it. Somebody was like, yo, fall back. You excited, Mr. All-In. All of that info you gave us, I need you to pray with us for this week. So my bad, y'all. I'm remiss. Shout out to May. I already know May, like, he done did it again. But y'all, it's all good. I just might edit it and make it work right. But let's go to God in prayer, y'all. I almost put on some band music for Mr. AS, but it's all good. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, we thank you this morning. We thank you this afternoon. We thank you this evening. Whatever it may be, whatever time it may be, dear Lord, we know that the timing is right. We know that we were supposed to be having a conversation with you right now. We thank you for week 42. We thank you, dear Lord, because you have a point to prove. Whether it's to the enemy, whether it's to ourselves, or whether it's just to you, because you will not lie with your word. You said that everything that comes out, it will not come back void, dear Lord. Your word says when two or more are gathered together, it shall be complete and it shall be done, Father. So this week, help us to understand that there may be blessings that we're mad at. Help us to take a breath. Help us to understand that delayed does not mean denied. Help us to understand that just because we cannot find does not mean that it is lost, dear Lord. We got 10 more weeks, 2021. We give you the honor. We give you the glory. Use us to prove the point, dear Lord, that God, that you are yet alive. Peace, blessings we ask in your son Jesus' name. Amen.
All right.
Whew.
No singing
Man.
after today. Okay, you chilled out today. Good job. Are you ready for the fitness report?
Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready.
So I am going to talk to you guys about the positive effects of looking good at the gym. Mr. All-In will have some visuals for you guys. If you do follow him on social media, you'll see the visuals. Shouts out to my friend Kim, a Pretty Lady Boutique, who allowed me to use one of her fitness pictures of what it can look like when you dress up after or before you go to the gym, if you have like additional plans before you go back home and shower and do everything that you need to do. But the positive effects of looking good at the gym, according to the mob, which is Pucker Mob, is motivation. So sitting around in your baggy clothes, it's comfortable, especially during this time, but it doesn't necessarily motivate you. So what is the same energy that you put into, when you get ready to go out for girls' night, ladies, or when you're getting ready to go out for your games or whatever you got going on, the same energy that you put into that, you want to put that into your workout gear, and it's just so important. You know why? Because it's a self-esteem boost. There's nothing more pleasing than being satisfied with the way that you look. When you look good, you feel good. It is a self-esteem boost. I do believe once you take everything off, you should still love yourself, no matter how dolled up or not. You know what I mean? So that's another podcast. That's another podcast. But I do feel like to get you in the mood and that new 2-piece workout outfit that you have hanging in the closet, you throw that on, you look good, you feel good. In the midst of that, here you go with these faces. But we're gonna wait because I know you're gonna have something to say. And for inspiration, not only does looking great at the gym provide you with a motivation and self-esteem boost, but it also affects other people in your surroundings. Did you know that? Well, I know a lot of people say, who cares about other people? But your stunning appearance and happy face may inspire others to get out there and, look cute. ladies, like when we go out and we be like, oh girl, where you get that from? That is so cute. You look fabulous. Okay, I see you. I'm at the, I'm inspired. That's what we do. So it's inspiring when you look good, even when you go to the gym. And if you look at the visuals, like my visual is more so me, working out, looking cute and stuff like that. And that's when I had my afro completely picked out in its full glory. But then with my friend Kim, I would say, she had on her cute boots. So it's one of those things where you can also buy workout gear that can be worn for later on for brunch or date night, ladies, or a cute girls' night situation, or whatever you have going on. You can switch it up. So it's the switch up for me. Whether it's with your heels and you throw on a kimono or whatever. I'm so here for it, And there also, I've seen like people taking like the two-piece outfits or the yoga outfits too and throwing it with boots and blazers. Who knew? But you can do it and it's cute. So it's not just for working out. You can also switch it up for when you go out. So that is my fitness report. I want everybody to become more motivated, self-confident, and active in general when it comes to your workout journey, whether it's walking your dog or adding that fitness plan with Mr. All In. I want you to feel and look your best. Or if you just want to, until you get that motivation to work out, just buy the clothes and just switch it up and just wear it out. So that
Yo, that's a good
remind you that you do need to work out.
That's a good point that you just mentioned though, with just buying the clothes.
Yeah,
That's
just buy
half
the clothes.
of the step.
Yeah, absolutely. Get your yoga pants. Get your I love like the whole two-piece sets. I love that look. There are a lot of boutiques and a lot of places. If you're not able to find any boutiques, you have Target or Target. It's like
okay. I just gotta say this, y'all. Yeah. Don't go buy the clothes and wear them and say you worked out.
People do that too.
Let's not do that.
Yeah, especially like in Atlanta, well, people get super dolled up. That's something here. See, I don't go to the gym, but what I've heard from other friends is that when they go to the gym, they kind of stop going to like outside gyms because they feel a little intimidated because the women would look like
it's a photo shoot.
Yeah, it's a photo shoot at the gym. So for me, I can kind of understand that because I am glammed a lot. So I can kind of understand. That's a personal thing for me, and it is an Atlanta thing. We will be beat to go to the grocery store. That's our thing. But I can understand with somebody that is truly there to work out and sweat and do what they need to do. You might not want to go in with a full face of makeup and your lashes and the whole nine. You literally want to go in there and just get your workout on and go home. So I have heard that, especially in Atlanta. I don't go to the gym, but I might just go one day just to see what people are talking about. Like, oh, okay, this is deep.
You might fall in love if you go to the gym, so just be careful. You say you ain't got time. It's something about a gym, and when you start going in there and them happy endorphins start going, then you added some other place that you got to be. So I'm not telling you don't go. Look, go to the gym, okay? Go to the gym. Let us know how you feel. We want to see this, y'all. We want to see you go to the gym, so you go let us know. Let us know if it is what they say it is.
You know what? That might be, I don't know when I'm going to do it, but soon enough, I might get my friends to go with me. Like, that'll be so fun. Like, let's go to the gym, and I might actually go, like, do, like, a little recording. I don't want to record other people, but I might just record myself in my journey. So I'm going to put that, y'all give me 2 weeks, and I'll go one day probably during the week. I'll find a local gym and just see what the vibe is like, and come back to y'all and let y'all know how I felt, what I saw, how people were dressed, that kind of thing. So I'm gonna put that on my to-do / homework, is to go to a gym. And of course I'm gonna be dressed, come on. But I just wanna have an outfit for everything. So I just, that's just me. I have an outfit for everything. So I definitely wanna go and give that back to the people and let you know my experience. And I actually, maybe I'll even take it a step further when I'm traveling or whatever, and I'm in a different city or state or whatever, whenever that time comes, I might stop into other gyms in other states to see what the difference was in Atlanta versus it was in Florida, Texas, wherever I go, so that you can be like, okay, sis, like, okay, got you.
Look, you about to be on your Roy Woods then. Sound like you about to be on your correspondence.
I might not go to really work out. I might, hit the treadmill a little bit because I don't like public gyms like that. That's not my vibe. Like, I like more in-home, personal, your community, local community. Right? I don't really want to get dressed up just to go to the gym or whatever. This is just the homework for you guys. Okay. I might take a yoga class. How about that? If they have a yoga class, that's fun for me. I'll go and, sign up for the class, and then I'll let you guys know.
Okay. Listen, I'm excited, yo. It sounds like we got our own little correspondence now. Like, you're going to have this little episode, and it'll be, hold on, don't I gotta, oh, what did I do with it, y'all? Hold on. Do I have, oh, I'm trying to find the, did I get rid of it? The Daily Show. Oh, I can't find it, y'all. But it was one that I had used for the, I had used before with the Daily Show, but we'll make a little cool little thing for that one that we have. But Miss Say Yes, before I let you off the hook, right?
Okay, off the hook. What I do?
You gotta do one for my fellas though. Or we gotta switch it up, and I do the fitness report and you do the faith, because the fellas our male listeners are like, what about us?
Well, can we have an interview with someone that is, I have some friends that are in the Atlanta area that are like fitness gurus or do like the training for athletes and stuff like that. And that can give you a male perspective. I feel like the best way, I can do some research and find some articles, but I think it's best to have like a guest or somebody that is, along with you, because you'll love that. You're into fitness, they're into fitness. You guys can kind of vibe and talk about what it is for men and what you guys need. I can do the research portion, but I'd rather have a guy come in and and do
respect.
I'm just speaking to the ladies and just being real about us. Like, but I will research a male inspired article, and you guys can agree or disagree, and then that's when we can have a guest in and be like, no, this is the real deal. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to get people motivated about looking good and feeling good and getting those workout clothes and achieving those fitness goals. So that's what it is.
I like it. And this is the challenge that I want to give everybody, right? This just hit me because y'all know I have been wearing my t-shirts on, and last week, I put my button up, felt good, and I felt good. So this week I decided to do the same thing. So my challenge that I have for us this week, y'all, I didn't give us no real challenge. Fellas, y'all can do this one. Ladies, y'all can do it all. Y'all do it already, but I want you to dress up this week. All right, COVID has been a lot. A lot of us ain't really been dressing, and we ain't been going out. Like, get suited and booted. Put you a shirt and tie on, fellas. Some of us ain't put a tie on in a year. Ladies, I'm gonna tell you, look, I want you to go work out. So I'm gonna go tell you to put on something cute and go work out. But if you just need to get in the point of, that God is proving a point and that he's using you as the star of your show, go ahead, girl, put that freakum dress on and just feel good. You know what I mean? Look at yourself in the mirror. Fellas, do what you need to do. Ladies, do what you need to do. But the challenge this week is to dress up, look good, and send it to us. Let us know. You can say challenge accepted, hashtag challenge accepted. You can put it in the notes underneath, put it in the comments, sending us a DM. But we want to see what you're doing to look good. If you want to show us how you look good when you work out, put us on that one too, because some people need ideas. And ladies, I don't know what to wear and dress. So if you send it to me, I'll tell you if it was cute or not, okay? If you send it to Miss Say Yes, she might be able to tell you how to put it together. I ain't doing one, y'all. I hit up Miss Say Yes, like, look, do this match, y'all? I be taking pictures, sending it to people. Like, I got like 5 people, y'all. This ain't got nothing to do with the show. I will let y'all go. I got like 5 people. I literally will lay stuff out. I'll take a picture of it and be like, do this match. And they always start laughing and yelling at me. I thank y'all for y'all responses. But y'all was like, y'all laughing at me. I'm learning. Like, I didn't even know this hat matched with this one. I know it's a Boston hat. I kind of lost a bet, y'all, but it is what it is. But
Yeah.
I want to thank y'all, truly thank y'all for tuning in to the Faith, Fitness, and Flow podcast with your boy, Mr. All In. I was pointing to you.
And this is your girl, Miss Say Yes. Sorry, I was on mute for a second.
Yeah. But y'all, make certain to tune in, please. Make sure y'all tune in this upcoming Wednesday. We got Bible study. Remember, we're talking about the church is broken. It's a 4-part series. It ain't what you think it is, but it is what you think it is. So make certain that y'all are following All In Fitness. That's ALL Fitness, 8 p.m. We are bringing back Bible study. So until next week, y'all make certain that y'all shop. The shop is open. If you got a sweet tooth, remember our sponsor, Hard Pop Cafe. Gourmet popcorn delivered to your doorstep. And Miss Say Yes,
Yes.
take us out this thing. What you want to say to the people when we get out?
Have a good week. Boost your self-esteem. Dress nice. Feel good. Don't forget to smile. And come back.
Hit
Tune
the like.
in.
Y'all see it? Hit them heart
Like,
buttons right there. We out this thing.
That's what you do.